and gentlemen, welcome to part 2 of episode 83 of Apron Podcast with Chill Boys, Carlos of Rest Pass. And if you've watched or listened to us before, you know who we are. And honestly, if you watched or listened to the first part, you would know who our guests are. But regardless, you probably also know that Apron is the hardest part of the ring. But joining us today is the nerdiest part of the ring, which consists of the 5-star man, Asa Gray, and the Big D, Dalton Anthony. How's everyone doing again?
Doing good. We're doing good. Thank you.
Such a good intro.
It really is.
It's oh, no, my late.
Hearing it back, like, because it's like, this makes me happy. I don't know if we said it on the first episode, so I apologize because that makes us terrible guests. But thank you for having us on. This has been fun so far. That first episode was a little bit nerve-wracking, knowing that I put a target on my back immediately and then had to sweat for the next 10 rounds. But it happens.
No problem. We're happy to have you.
Love to have you guys.
Yeah.
Also, not to sound like a corporate shield or anything, but shout out to Greg Miller for doing that community podcast today, because I found so many awesome people these past 2 days he's done.
Yeah.
So many cool
Absolutely.
podcasts that now not clogged, but I was like, oh, now I gotta listen to more stuff.
Yeah, now I gotta find
this
time.
This is taking away from My Hero Academia time and Horizon time and wife time.
Right.
Oh, that one probably shouldn't have been third.
She's not watching. She's asleep already.
It's because he's cool with taking, he's like, I can take away from the others. That's the one I can't take away from. That's why.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah. Thanks for
so
helping me on that one.
I know she's not going to listen, but if she does, I got your back. And Carlos, that means you shouldn't steal from me this set around.
I'm highly considerate now.
Right.
I'm highly considerate.
All right. Well, to get this rolling, since I have more than a mouthful to go over, I will go over the rules of this draft once again. Again, if you decided to watch this like some kind of psycho on just part 2 and not part 1, I want to watch or listen to a fantasy wrestling draft, but only the last 12 rounds. So, as you can see, if you're seeing this, and if you're not seeing it, I will read it again. We are drafting 6 current wrestlers or teams from each of the following categories: men's main event, men's mid-card, women's singles, and tag teams. We must label the wrestlers and teams as face, heel, or tweener, 2 of each, and categorize men's singles as main event or mid-card when making the selection. We cannot choose more than 4 combined WWE and AEW wrestlers or teams from a category. The tag teams must have been a team at some point, but do not currently have to be in the same company. If either member is from WWE or AEW, it counts from there. 1 tag team is allowed to be a trio that competes under Freebird rules. Each person has 2 steals, 1 in the first 12 rounds, which is now over, and 1 in the last 12 rounds, so there's only 1 left from each of us. When stealing, you can change that wrestler's category and label. If changing from a singles to a tag, you get to pick a partner. If from a tag to a singles, that partner is available again. A wrestler or a team can only be stolen once. When changing a singles to a tag, the new partner is not available to be stolen now either. We've seen all this stuff in the first half. If your wrestler or team is stolen, that category and label, but not the company, is locked until the replacement is chosen. There will be supplemental rounds to replace a wrestler/team after the 12th and now 24th rounds. The supplemental round order will match the order of when each wrestler is stolen and must match the category label of wrestler stolen. The company can change, which apparently I forgot how to do an order for the first half of this. Because Ace had to correct me. After running through that mouthful, before we get started with Carlos, who has the first pick in the 13th round, I will run down real quick for those of you listening who is on everybody's roster, and I'm going to run through this as quickly as I can. Carlos, with the number 1 pick, you heard this right, with the number 1 pick, he took Shotzi, woman heel, from WWE. Then you got Jay White, main event heel from New Japan. He took, in the 3rd round, Big E, main event face, which was then stolen later and we'll get to that. Then he had to replace that in the supplemental round. So then his next pick was Sasha Banks, women tweener, WWE. Matt Cardona, main event heel, TNA. That's right, I'm going to call it TNA. Impact. Ricochet.
Never forget, motherfucker.
I couldn't fit Impact, so I put TNA in there.
That's fair.
Ricochet.
For the 3 fans of Impact, it's like, hey, man.
Ricochet, mid-card face, WWE. Kevin Owens, I still hate you for that one. Main event, tweener, WWE. Proud and Powerful tag team, tweener, AEW. Eddie Kingston, mid-card tweener, AEW. And then I hate you for these two, too. Friends of the show, Mecca Brian Johnson, mid-card heel, ROH, I'm listening to him as. Alice Kane, mid-card heel, MLW, the only MLW wrestler to be taken in the first half. And Red Dragon, tag team, heel, AEW, which he stole from me. And his supplemental round, he replaced Big E with Josh Alexander, main event, face, TNA. My roster, Kenny Omega, main event, heel, AEW. Kazuchi Okada, I should have said Okada.
Did pretty good on that one. Event. That's not too bad.
You notice I had to say it real quick. Main event, face, New Japan. Took British Strong Style as a trio, tag team, face, WWE. Wyndham Rotunda, main event, tweener, not affiliated. Bryan Danielson, main event, tweener, AEW. AJ Styles, main event, face, WWE. Deonna Purrazzo, women, heel, TNA. Hikaru Shida, women, face,
you nailed that
AEW. Adam Cole, main event, heel, AEW. Young Bucks, tag team, heel, AEW. I did take Red Dragon, which was stolen shortly thereafter. Tag team, heel, Impact. MJF, I took as a mid-card, heel, AEW, and I replaced Red Dragon with the Good Brothers, tag team, heel, TNA. All right, I can breathe for a second. Asa, first pick was Hangman Adam Page, main event, face, AEW. He took Evil Uno and Stu Grayson, the Dark Order, tag team, face, Impact, which was stolen shortly thereafter by Dalton.
AEW.
What did I say? Oh, I have TNA
Impact.
because his replacement was Impact. AEW, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really. Thanks, Carlos. You just threw me all my rhythm.
You also made me panic because I was like, "Oh wait, my number is wrong then for what my next picks are going to be."
That's why I had to switch it because it counts from the original one, not the supplemental. So for those of you seeing this and sees Big E TNA or Dark Order TNA, it's because the supplemental picks were from there. Then there's New Day, which Aces stole Big E from Carlos, but then made it all New Day for trios, tag team, face, WWE.
Wasted him in the tag team.
Jade Cargill.
Wasn't my original plan, but then you had to go and take him. This is on you.
Women heel, AEW. Besties in the World, tag team, tweener, not affiliated. Hook, he's sending Hook. Mid-card, tweener, AEW. Samoa Joe, main event, heel, not affiliated. The Usos, tag team, heel, WWE. Chris Jericho, main event, tweener, AEW. Jonah, mid-card, heel, Impact. Roman Reigns, main event, heel, WWE. Randy Orton, main event, tweener, WWE. And then to replace the Dark Order was Motor City Machine Guns, tag team, face, Impact. There's the Impact. See, I was already ready for the whole Impact part of it, and I just fumbled my words. All right, now down to the last one. Dalton, Seth Rollins, main event, heel, WWE. Jurassic Express, tag team, face, AEW. Jon Moxley, main event, tweener, AEW. Then this is where Dalton stole Dark Order from Asa and added Johnny Hungy to make it a trios, tag team, face, AEW. Edge, main event, tweener, WWE. Walter, mid-card, heel, WWE. I don't know. Some guy.
He didn't pronounce the V. It's a different language. Sorry. That's fair.
FTR, tag team, heel, AEW. DIY, tag team, tweener, WWE. Miro, mid-card, heel, AEW. Drew McIntyre, main event, face, WWE. Naito, main event, heel, New Japan. And for his last pick was Cody Rhodes, main event face, technically not affiliated. And if you're seeing all these little yellow words on everybody, Dalton's also he's the only one that did not have to take somebody in the supplemental round. So take that for what you will, and the rest of you can hear that for what you will. But he's the only one that did not have to replace somebody in the first half. It would be a shame if he had to replace more than one in the second half.
He had to replace 3 this round.
It means that there was 3 people that all felt bad for me at the same time.
So, there you go, Carlos. Get it in the chat.
Yeah.
So while
anyone who's paid attention to the chat other than us 4,
yeah, I mean, you have me interested. I'm going. So on that note, again, Carlos, first pick, 13th round.
So I was thinking about this, and I am going to go with face woman Ruby Soho.
Little note.
All right.
Asa has remembered that. It's like the Walking Dead thing. It's like,
no, not Telltale.
Oh shit. Also, Roscato Wines, if you guys want to sponsor us as well. It's really good. I'm not just a whiskey guy. I'm also a wine guy.
You think I was so happy with my top half that I didn't put a whole thought into my second half here, because I feel like my strategy's got to be a little bit different now.
I've also changed my strategy, but I am very confident with my bottom half. Which, granted, has already kind of been derailed because Carlos just picked Ruby Soho. So, but it's fine. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. There is. But I think I want to keep that in my back pocket. Like, this pick number 94, I think is looking like it's going to be a little swipey.
I'm going to go. Damn, man. I'm so afraid to pick certain people early now. I will go Britt Baker, woman heel.
That's a good one.
AEW.
The Doctor.
Now, I mean no disrespect when I say this. Michael says he's afraid to pick certain people so early. What I'm going to do, everyone, the gentlemen in this call, listeners far and wide, I'm going guns blazing. I'm going all out right out the gate. Only 3 people can get taken at most. And you know what?
That's how I did the first half. That's how I did the first half, and it worked out well.
Yeah, I've got backups. So my first pick for the second part of this is women face WWE the man Becky Lynch. And I'm still calling her that because Ric Flair can go suck it.
I mean, he could probably suck himself, apparently. He keeps talking about it. He can helicopter his way to hell. No, I'm joking.
He's also the only... God, I can't even follow that.
No, there's no need. Dalton, you got 2.
Dang. All right, cool. So I am going to go mid card. I'm going to go tweener. And I'm going to go... Because, again, this is kind of the shit show that I'm running. I need a professional. Some would say I need the most professional wrestler.
Wow.
Brian Myers. Also, I have the signed one up there. He pissed me off with that.
Yeah, he ordered those Super 7s, and it was just... The Brian Myers was randomly signed. So he had to buy a second one to open.
Because I'm an opener? Yeah.
That's difficult. You're like, oh, you son of a bitch, you made me keep this close.
Oh, it worked. I think they knew. I think they saw the name on the order and like, we can get another $70 out of this dude.
No, you need a Mark Sterling.
I don't want to talk about it. I got to stay on my mid card because I do need a face. Did I just do a face on Brian Myers or did I do tweener?
You did tweener.
I did tweener. I need a good face for my mid card. And I'm going to go with Chris Hero.
Oh, that's a good one.
Now I'm going to contest here. Because when was the last time Chris Hero wrestled?
I hate to do this to you twice, and see, this is a different part. Dalton, I'm going to be on your side here. I looked him up as a potential tag team, and apparently he said he's still wrestling. He's just looking for the right place to go. I was actually already prepared to defend that.
No, that works. Yeah.
That does work. That's fair.
Genuinely, that wasn't me trying to be shitty.
Right.
It had been so long since I had seen anything. I wanted to make sure that I had missed like an official statement.
I'm not going to lie. I want to say about 4:00 today, I looked that up and said, did he actually retire? Because I don't want anybody questioning
like
this.
355. He's like, yeah, I'm still wrestling. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
So really fun Chris Hero story. Asa and I went to WrestleMania Access, WrestleMania 34, and I was in line with Trish Stratus. And I would say there was maybe like 50 people in front of me. The signing had just started, so I was definitely going to meet Trish Stratus. Asa calls me. He wasn't in line with me. He calls me and he was like, hey, I don't know if you can see, but like 3 signees down, Cassius Ohno is signing, and there's like 4 people in line. And I was like, oh, fuck this. I'm going there.
Yeah.
So I got to meet him. We wrestled in like the same buildings because he like remembered Cape Girardeau and stuff. So he was like, "Oh yeah, like that one building with the stage." And I was like, "Yeah, the arena building. That was cool."
Yeah, that's one of those things. It's definitely no disrespect to Trish Stratus. She's fucking amazing, but it's like that's going to be difficult, and there is a good chance. You say there's 50 people. You never know.
Yeah,
something could happen. And be like, "Hey, we cut it off right here at 40." I'm like, shit, I didn't get to see her. But you had the time to go meet Chris Hero.
And like actually got to talk to him instead of being like signature see ya.
And it's funny that you mentioned Trish Stratus, Dalton, because for my next pick, I'm gonna round out my faces. Do I want to do that though? Hang on. My numbers didn't add up to where I thought I was.
The math.
No, yeah, they do. It's great. We're perfect. You mentioned Trish Stratus because one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time. You can't argue it. It's impossible. However, she was never my favorite because my favorite wrestled for the WWE, has said before she has another run in her. Just competed a couple weeks ago at this point.
That's a good one. This is a good one.
For my final face women's wrestler, Lita.
Okay.
That's a good one.
So fuck your rules, man.
Now,
that was so angry.
In my head.
She's not
great.
Now she's not technically signed with WWE, right? Or
I mean,
I was going to put her under WWE. Okay. If you want to give me unaffiliated, that's fine. But like, I was ready to have her be WWE just because like she just she literally just wrestled there. I'm assuming at the very least there's a Legends contract.
Yeah. That's fair enough. I probably would have, for the same reason as Cody Rhodes, I probably would have given it to you had you fought it. Mm-hmm. I mean, now it's locked in, so you locked it in as WWE.
No, that's great because I didn't realize whenever Carlos without stealing stole Ruby Soho from me, I forgot that she was AEW, so like that number doesn't change.
Right.
So.
Hey, Mike. You're next.
All right. So. I should probably stick with women because there is more than 6 that I want. So if somebody steals one, I won't be too upset. I will go with. I'll go Thunder Rosa. Women's face. It's funny. I realize I'm the only one. I'm literally just throwing the name out there. Everybody else is all building anticipation. Women's heel. I'm like Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, straight.
You're just ready to get your pick out there. You're excited for your pick.
All right, Carl.
I'm being an asshole about it.
I'm being a dick about this. All right. So I am going to close up some of my women's division. And because of our rule set, I'm going to have to pick them separate. So this is perfect back-to-back. I'm going to go with tweener from Impact, Cassie Lee.
Yeah.
And then as face from Impact, Jessie McKay.
Okay.
My favorite tag team, The Inspiration.
Once I said it to you earlier, I was legit just trying to get you to not pick MJF earlier. So I was like, yeah, you could pick them separately. One as a tweener, one as a heel. Go ahead.
I also want you to know that they almost got put in my tag division just because I wanted them versus Dark Order every month, like week. Like that was going to be good.
He was like, well, I was like, there's women's tag teams. He was like, you have to pick like 1 and 1. I was like, motherfucker.
That's
fine.
I was trying to get. I knew where you were going. I was just trying to get you to stay there. I was like, oh yeah, they can compete against men. Like you're good.
Yeah, but you said it, and I was like, yeah, Dark Order. Like that's who they need to face. Like it's right there.
All right.
All right, it's back to Michael.
Yeah, it is. I will go with. Screw it. If somebody takes them, they take them. I will go with face tag team. The Lucha Brothers.
I had already used up all of my AEW and WWE, so I didn't even bother grabbing my Lucha Brothers figures. My bad. Yeah.
Now, here's a good question. You know they're going to come out with the Penta Oscuro. Are you going to get it?
That's different. Nah, I will. Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
No.
I'll sell the black and gold ones at that point. Because that's my rule. I made like a custom Santana and Ortiz because the original... I want to say
the orange.
Yeah. Oh well, I got that. I ended up with those, but like the original ones had the and one of them, like their chest was like 2 different color plastic, so I had to buy an extra. Santana didn't have the shirt on, so I had to buy another Ortiz and then like custom it up. And I just got rid of those, and that hurt a little bit because I put a lot of time, effort, and energy into that. But the new ones are so dope.
Yeah, I saw them once, and I was like about to pull the trigger, and then it's like my kid threw a tantrum. I was like, I think this is a sign from God. I can pick this up later. You have to walk away.
Lucha Brothers is such a good pick, though.
It really is. Yeah. That does a little, not a total wrinkle, but there's a little bit of a wrinkle.
I can't take them, so.
I was very afraid of him being stolen, but yeah.
I mean, you could take them and make them heels or tweeners.
No, I've used all my AEW and WWE.
Oh, that's right. That's what I keep forgetting that's like part of it.
I'm not even gonna say this out loud. So yeah, you can't steal them.
I am following your rules.
Yeah, you know what? It's a good rule, though.
Now there is a sidestep out of it to get one of them.
Oh yeah,
I would like.
Yeah, but you would have to split them.
Yeah, I would like to think you wouldn't do that.
This is more of a sentimental pick than anything, I think. No. Pause.
I know what that means.
No, you don't.
No.
This actually still is a sentimental pick though. But I'm going to take a tweener. My second tweener tag team is going to be Magic Daddy, Matt Menard, Cool Hand Angelo Parker 2.0 from AEW.
There we go. That's a good one.
All right. Give me a second. I have to look at my draft board. I have so many pieces of paper.
Magic Man's still looking for a fight with Renee Young.
Blondie doesn't want to taste.
No,
that's all it is.
So I'm going to finish out my tag team division. And I can't pick any WWE or AEW. It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
You
get 2.
Yeah, you back.
Yeah, okay, good. I was making sure. It's like I started doing a lot of talking and I wasn't 100%. So for my heel tag team, because that's kind of they can be heelish. Where's the other one? Damn it, did I lose them? All right, we'll go with my tweeners first. It doesn't matter. I have back-to-backs. I'm gonna go with the Fashion Police.
Oh, that's a good one.
Pretty happy with that one. That was a good call. I'm still looking. There he is. Got it. All right. So
I'm just imagining a bin next to you, like a toy store. You're just like going.
No, and I need you to know it was just one giant, and now it's 2 big stacks because I have the ones that I can't pick anymore, and then I got my free agent list.
Oh, it has like the wrestling equivalent of a Toys R Us.
Yeah,
and I'm very jealous. That's not even a knock. I'm fucking jealous.
my heel tag team that are not affiliated. I'm gonna go with Enzo and Kaz XL.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
I think my tag division is pretty fucking lit.
You don't gotta worry about anybody. You don't gotta worry about anybody stealing it.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Hey, I had them on my not affiliated list. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're down there. They're not.
They were super low.
They were like if
Who
I
am I to
didn't have
say?
any other options.
Who am I to judge?
Yeah. If
I mean,
They're there.
In fairness, W. Morrissey and Impact is doing great work.
Yeah, thank God he's
doing,
clean, right?
He's doing so much better. I got a couple ways I could go here. I don't 100% I'm not 100% sure on where I wanted to go with this. Everybody's mid card is still pretty open, so I think this is a risky one, but you know what? We're going balls to the wall. Because there's a lot of really great pro wrestlers that we're picking from. There's a huge, great pool. But for my mid card heel, scratch that, mid card tweener, because so he can fit in with the rest of the sports entertainers that I have to round out the Jericho Appreciation Society is Daniel Garcia.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that pretty much at JAS just locked down.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't have Hager, but I'm a spoiler alert, and to put anyone else's mind at ease, I'm good.
Come on.
We're
not doing an MMA one. I would put him on an MMA,
Honestly,
list.
I was a big fan of Jack Swagger, and I do not think that Hager is as bad as people want to say he is. It's good. Just if I'm going Jericho Appreciation Society, I've got my set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So. Also, the fact that they didn't just call it the Inner Circle 2.0, I don't get it.
It's like a missed opportunity.
It's right there. It's right there.
You have JSS. I have LAX on mine. Mm-hmm. I didn't even think of that. I was like, oh yeah, I got Eddie Kingston and Santana Ortiz. I have LAX. I need Diamante, and I'm done.
I was originally going to do the Inner Circle. I was going to try to fiddle around with that, and then you took Proud and Powerful pretty quick. I was like, well.
I will go tag team tweener. I'm gonna call him tweener purely because everybody loves him. The Acclaimed.
That's a good one.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Anthony, but I don't know if you guys watch the Ethan Page vlogs, the toy hunts, but Anthony Bowens is a treasure.
You know what's funny? That's the one vlog I have not watched yet. I've
so
caught a little bit of Sammy's, obviously because Fuego's a best friend, and I'm like, I want to watch some of that. I watch BT, but I have not catch much of Ethan's.
So. Paige and Evil Uno's, there are less story bits. Mm-hmm. Paige has a bit with 10 from the Dark Order where he eats in slow motion, and it's been months going at this point. But it is mostly just hey, this is travel. Hey, we're doing toy hunts. We're going here. We're talking to these people. They're it's just a really good actual travel vlog.
I'll have to check that out.
Back to back.
Mike Saul, the Acclaimed in Maryland, right? NCW.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to go see
He made
MCW. Drove.
What was the joke he made?
About Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
it was shortly after we had Mecca on the show, and they were doing like their last show in whatever place.
MCW Arena.
Yeah, MCW Arena. So I went out there to see him in the main event to defend their title, and the Acclaimed, and actually Brian Cage was there too. He wrestled against some guy. It was that was a really good match. The show was good. They get a lot of people out there for like it was like in the back of I don't even know what you call it. Like it wasn't a thrift store, but it was like kind of like a thrift store. We couldn't find the place.
The Origins is one of the best companies that come out of our city is a bingo hall. So
yeah, but I can find that place. I couldn't find this easy. One. You had to like walk through the store that was closed. So like you had to walk through it down like
that's awkward as shit.
It's like yellow tape where I'm like, there's nobody watching this. Like I could just grab things and walk like that. Yeah, it was weird. I could not. We just had to follow the other people. I'm like, oh, I hope they're going to the same place.
Right. It's my turn now, right?
Yeah, back to back.
All right, man. Okay. So I'm looking at my what I have here. I'm gonna round out heels for both women's and tag. So women's heel AEW. I'm gonna go with the Professor, Serena Deeb.
Good pick. That is a good pick.
Yeah, she's always been one of my favorites. And then seeing her live in Philly when they did the 3rd anniversary show, I was like, wow. Holy shit, you were so good at this. And then we're going to go heel tag team. It's actually like a trio for AEW. The House of Black.
Oh.
Yeah,
All right.
So.
All right.
Oh.
The moment I took British Strong Style, I wrote them off. I had them as a trio too at one point, but yeah,
because it isn't one trio per like 12 rounds. It's one trio total, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
out of your 6, you can only get one trio. Just I didn't want to honestly when I did this with my old co-host Walton, who I started this
Rest
with.
in peace.
Rest in peace.
He's not dead.
Oh God.
We just did this kind of randomly off the cuff. This is a way more advanced version of it, and it was just me and him doing it. And we just found ourselves like taking like 6-man teams just to get
as many people, as many bodies as possible.
I'm pretty sure we ate up all of New Japan on purpose just to get a bunch of extra people. And I was like, we really should have done some type of rule to this because this is getting crazy.
Not to plant seeds for anybody else, which I mean, it doesn't matter for Dalton because he's got the 4 already. He can't. But the Kings of the Black Throne are still an eligible tag team.
Yeah.
So I got to think heavy on that. But it's not my turn. It's Michael's turn.
I mean, Aleister Black's a very good singles wrestler too.
Mm-hmm.
That's another, yeah.
Okay. I lost my train of thought here. All right. It's right in front of my face. I don't know why I keep looking over at the thing I'm typing in. It's more confusing that way. I guess I will go with women tweener from Impact, Jordan Grace.
A good one. That's a good
Sure
one.
is. It sure is, Carlos. That's a
Big Mama Pump.
Mm-hmm.
Ace, are you good? You sound angry.
I mean, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not thrilled with that. With that pick.
Happy.
I'm not here to celebrate other success. I didn't come here to make friends.
So I'm not angry. I'm
one.
disappointed.
So we're gonna. Okay. So that.
Also,
because I definitely wasn't.
Christ, Philly fans, who stole her singlet? That's gross.
Yeah.
I'm assuming someone did it for gross.
I need you to know.
Oh no!
As somebody that has just frequented the Midwest indie wrestling scene, I'm very in tune with what custom companies are, and it would not shock me even a little bit that someone would steal a scene. Because I have been backstage when somebody has bagged their socks up and sold them to a fan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay.
Just saying. I mean, it's very it's disrespectful and fuck that guy. But I'm not shocked.
It's also just like look at the eBay market of worn ring gear, stuff like that. It's there. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, hell, Cardona sold his GCW World Championship stuff, and he said he made more money selling that than ever in WWE.
Yeah, because I mean, maybe I'm playing up my frustration, to be more entertaining for the show. It's definitely not because she was going to be the next pick I was about to make.
I mean, you have a steal.
Not at all. That's fair.
I do, but I've got some other spots that I think. So again, I'm going big guns because I do think that this is one that isn't going to last. But I'm going to round out my women's heel division as well as round out my WWE AEW, because from WWE as a heel, I've decided that I really need my roster to be the EST. I'm taking Bianca Belair.
She's a good heel too. She's a
fantastic heel. She's a fantastic heel. And Dalton, you got 2.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Pick out your figures.
Yeah, I'm legitimately looking. So for my mid card, I need a good tweener. And again, I know I do things for fun, but I feel like, again, just a good professional wrestler is a good professional wrestler. So for a tweener in my mid card, I'm gonna go Drew Gulak. Now, they did not make a Drew Gulak elite, and that is a bummer. But when you're as crafty and as thrifty as I am, you make your own goddamn Drew Gulak elite. So he's going in there. Also, I will take an entire roster photo with these figures. I have not fucked this up yet for me, and you guys haven't screwed me over hard enough.
This is good, yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Funny, because I was thinking about I want to make a tweet about everyone I'll tag everyone. Dalton's I'll have my own photo with their figures.
Yeah. I need you to know I haven't fucked it up yet, guys, and I'm going strong.
Also, shout out to Drew Gulak from Philly.
Yo, oh yeah, he's one of my favorites.
He's so good.
Yeah. I spent all of 2020 trying to piece this figure together. Rest in peace, Bo Dallas.
Bress, I forget. Do you know someone related to Gulak, or I think I know somebody else.
Yeah,
I know somebody else who's like knows him, his family, because of the neighborhood they grew up in.
Yeah,
and we're all close to the same age. So yeah, I think they know his brother too, Rory. Yeah, I think that's his brother's name.
And for my first heel and the first woman I pick, I'm going to go from WWE, Candice LeRae.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good
one. That's a good one. Oh, because you got DIY too. You got DIY in that first 12. So that's a
stable.
Yep, that's a good piece together. I am gonna pick my first face mid card. It is going to be from Impact. Well, I guess it's unaffiliated, because he's no longer with the company. But Dalton, I'm gonna ask you because you know the answer. You stood next to me as we screamed it at the top of our lungs. What's his name?
Oh, he was on my list.
Something.
Yeah.
Jake something.
There you go. That's a good one. That's a really good one, actually.
Also, Sweetheart.
Oh, really? That's nice.
I've been on a handful of shows. I worked with a promotion up in St. Louis. Shout out WrestleMax, STL, that he's been on a couple times, and then he came down to our home promotion, CCW, and he's just He's the coolest dude. Like he's the best.
That's awesome. That's awesome to know.
He's also like, I'm not just saying this because like the bar for me wanting you to succeed in pro wrestling is like on the floor. It's literally if you treated me like a human being when I felt like I wasn't supposed to be.
I'm like,
there.
I want you to win championships.
But he's someone who should be like making millions of dollars. He's got the look, he's got the size, he's got the ability. Like that dude is money waiting to be made.
He's very not to no pun intended, like impactful. Like he's really good. Rest. You are up.
Yeah. I'm deep in thought here. I will go mid card. I'm not gonna make him a tweener. Let's be honest here. Heel, WWE, The Miz.
Right. Okay.
Oh, he came to play.
Oh, that was another one, Asa, wasn't it?
Another go, and yeah, that's a song.
No, he wasn't. That's just I like that song. Like unironically, I think it's I dig that song.
No, it is really good. Also, I really hope he's Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat. That's the fan casting I want.
Okay, let's go to the alternate dimension where Ronda Rousey doesn't get near a microphone for Sonya Blade.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
And The
Miz,
like
this universe already.
And instead, The Miz is the voice of Johnny Cage in the game. I think that would be a million times better than him being live action Johnny Cage, just because The Miz is a good athlete. I think he genuinely is one of the more underrated people WWE has had in a long time for his in-ring ability. But for a straight-up martial arts movie that I want Mortal Kombat to be, I don't know if he fills that role.
Yeah, that would be the difficult thing, right? The guy who played Kano's a comedian. That's why when I knew they did a good job of like masking his like inability to fight, but he had the physicality. Like he's a big dude and he's like oddly in shape for a comedian. Yeah. He would not have got slapped in the face. He could have fought back.
And it's not that I don't think Miz would do a bad job. It's just that like Johnny, like for as much of an asshole Johnny Cage is, like he backs it up. He is a world class martial artist, and it's just
that's the issue because you would want Miz's face as much as possible in that, right? So stunt work it could work, but like actual physicality, that's why to get on a tangent, like to get off on this thing, I thought Louis Tan when he was announced because I've seen him in Daredevil and stuff. I was like, oh, he's going to be Johnny Cage. He's so charismatic. And every movie I've seen him in, he's such a charismatic martial artist. I'm like he's Johnny Cage. This is awesome. He's like he's this random guy. He's never been in a video game. I'm like, you know what? I like this movie. I didn't think you were going to be the problem, Louis Tan. This is not your fault.
Yeah.
This is not your fault. You shouldn't wear shitty rubber armor.
Oh God.
I also watch the fuck out of that movie though. I love it. Don't get me wrong.
It's great, but yeah, there's some head scratchers.
I wish he wasn't the problem. I was so happy for him. All right, rest.
Carlos, you're back to back.
Oh, it's me. Yeah. Oh shit, yeah, that's right. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, man. What the fuck?
I 100% like the tangent I went on. I was like, oh, Michael needs time. I'm gonna we'll stall. We'll talk. We'll
and that's why I'm literally looking for my next pick after his two picks.
All right, so
you look so focused.
I know.
I'm very.
That's my bad. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to derail.
So I'm going to break up this very happy married couple. And for main event face, I'm going to go with Jonathan Gresham. I guess we can count him as Impact since ROH. Or you can count him as ROH. He's literally the ROH World Champion.
Yeah. I mean, either way, he's not like an AEW, WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a good thing we did this today because I feel like after Friday that's going to change.
That's why I said, I was like, we have to hurry up and get this before.
Yeah, this show's going to be like rough. We got to change some rules. And you know what, man? I'm going to go for broke. And I am going to go face tag team the Hardys.
Honestly, the fact that they have not been picked yet.
I know, it's really shocking. I was like, oh man, should I do it now? Should I wait? What?
No, I think this is the perfect time because like
they're sitting up there, and I was like, it's not even worth getting. Again, that was during the middle. I was like, I'm already out of options at that point.
Yeah, because like Dalton and Michael can't steal. If I were to steal them, they would have to be heels, and that like. I mean, that could be the Hardys as heels would be interesting if it wasn't like the deleted stuff.
Yeah, the broken Matt Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jeff Hardy becomes Willow.
Yeah, heel Hardy Boys I think could be cool, but no, I'm not. I can't do that.
All right, here's where this mid card stuff becomes fun. I did not expect to have these options, so I will go really random from what I was originally going to do. And I will go mid-card face from New Japan, Kota Ibushi.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I think that one might have hurt Dalton.
Ooh, no, I can't. I'm saving one. That your roster though, pretty legit. Just looking at it,
he's got the most New Japan representation by sure. Which, like, I genuinely thought I was going to have more at this point, but like I was kind of playing them a little bit like lower,
yeah,
because I was prioritizing the WWE AEW people just because I figured they would go quicker,
right. And I've almost been trying to focus the other way around because I'm afraid of losing out on my non-AEW and WWE people.
Yeah. How do I want to play this? What is... All right, I'm going to do my first tweener for my women's roster. And I'm going to go with, I truly believe, as one of the most underrated performers across any company. And it's going to be Mickie James.
Oh, one. Damn. Hardcore country. Immediately, this video is claimed.
Yeah.
no.
Damn it, Mickie James. You own the goddamn music. You should do this to me.
I will say I'm not a huge fan of the fact that like everybody's steals are still on the table.
Yeah. Put yourself in my shoes, please. I have almost an entire division not picked out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you can only steal from one of us.
That's true. Oh, y'all should be worried.
Oh, no.
I'm about to wreck some maybe mid card and or women's divisions. So, with the next two picks, I'm gonna go with another. Or wait a minute, no. I'm gonna go with the tweener for the women's division. I'm gonna go with the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka.
Such a good
Where the
pick.
fuck has she been?
Hurt.
Oh, still?
Now.
She's either still hurt or they just like are waiting until after Mania to bring her back.
Next
Same.
Monday.
It's the same thing with Bayley. Like,
it's like,
yeah.
I don't want to do it because I don't trust you people with your steals. I'm gonna do it. With the next pick, I'm gonna go with a face with a non-affiliated. I'm gonna go with Kairi Hojo.
Hey. I like how different all our rosters are.
I also wanted to do the same thing where I got a women's tag team in there. So I got the Sky. Like, all right, cool, I'll do that one. I'll get that one in there.
I'm not gonna lie.
I cannot believe.
Couple seconds to realize who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Thank God. Maybe you won't steal her from me. I'm pretty excited about that prospect now because she was one that I was like,
well,
her.
I cannot believe she ruptured her eardrum first match back.
Well, I have her other name down.
Oh, yeah. Son of a bitch! I was hoping enough time has gone where we forgot about her as a whole. But you've been throwing out Japanese wrestlers too much. Damn it! That's all right. I can fix it.
So I need to fill out. I got one more women's tweener. I really need to fill out my mid card, but I don't. Again, this is one where it's like I was prepared to have more of my initial picks off the table at this point.
Yeah.
So I think that this is going to be a risk. I know for a fact it's going to be a risk. Part of it is because I'm trying to bait Dalton into just wasting his steal on me again. But it's also kind of a fuck you after stealing the Dark Order from me. But as a heel, in my mid card, Swerve Scott.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Swerve Strickland, excuse me.
Him making an elite of him is going to be a bitch and a half. So, because of the tattoos. So I'm cool with the basic. It's a dope basic though.
It's a really good one, yeah.
Cannot wait for an unrivaled figure in 3 years.
Yeah, it's so far behind. Well, they're going to stop making Cody figures now.
That was my favorite joke coming out of all. People that are upset about that, we're done with Cody's. We have one more.
Yeah, you got one more. And Cody's like, oh, wow, me in the suit looks really good. Like, God damn it, Cody. You don't work for the fucking
We
company.
have two more. Son of a bitch. We got the Supreme figure. I forgot they're doing that ultimate line. Yeah.
Yep.
Damn it.
I'm going to go mid-card tweener from AEW, Ricky Starks.
Good one.
That's a good one. That's a good
I had all of Team Taz at some point lined up.
I'm going back and forth between the Fringe main event and mid-card or the mid-carders that I originally wanted. So that's why I keep fighting myself. Like Ricky Starks was somebody I had labeled as a mid-card. I just go with my initial instinct and stop looking at these Fringe guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Carlos, is you back to back.
Yeah. Okay. So for main event tweener. Now his name just popped up over this weekend because it's very, he's very big showing. The New Japan Cup winner, Zack Sabre Jr.
So I'm just gonna point out real quick, if you're paying attention on stream, on the video, or you guys, I still got my one face main eventer. There's a certain New Japan Cup winner that I was kind of eyeing for that spot.
Ooh. There's some tag teams on that list you got there too.
I know, and it's just like I don't.
And I still got to steal.
I know, I do too. Well, and again, this
is the figure guns from The Office.
Just like no, this is the second. This is that man. I really thought more of my initial okay, this is who I want. We're going to be gone. Right. So now I'm having to argue with myself as well as trying to balance what you guys still have and who might get taken. So.
It's crazy. I'm looking at all this stuff now. Carlos has filled out his main event. Only one of them was WWE AEW.
Yeah.
I mean, Big E originally was, but still, for looking at everybody else's, you got 4 out of 4, 3 out of 4, on everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how Dalton just picked 2 women and has 2 out of 4.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I thought I messed up with the calculations here until I actually looked at it. I was like, no, you went completely out of the norm there.
Worked on that one. All right, so main event's done. So I got mid-card and tag team. Mid-card and tag team. Mid-card and tag team, guys. Where do we go? You know what? I'm gonna go with a shock here. A shock. I'm gonna go mid-card. Tweener. From AEW. And we're gonna go with Pac.
All right.
Nice. Oh, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. Never mind, I take that back. I was flipping names around. I was like, you got Death Triangle. No, you didn't.
I did the same thing. It's like, oh, that's a...
That's a 3. You got a whole stable. It's like, no, I don't. I broke up a stable.
Yeah. Now, I pulled a WWE. He was one of those fringe guys that I would have taken as main eventer, and he was going to take a mid-card slot. So I'm weirdly happy you took him because I've been killing myself to not take him.
Mm-hmm. So now he's off the table for you.
Yeah.
But you still got a steal.
Yeah.
You do. You could finish Death Triangle.
Yeah, no. I kind of know my last 2 picks, so I got to fill out the other ones, right? So this is going to have to be a mid card here. I'm gonna go. I already know it's mid card and tweener. I don't know which one. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I'm going to go Alexander Hammerstone.
Ooh.
He was also on my... He was like lower on my list where it was, okay, I will surely have enough picks taken that I can...
Right.
That I'm going to pull him. I'm going to pull him.
Yeah, he was definitely lower on my list than what I just picked him, and I just pictured him against MJF in my mid card, so I just went with it.
I am going to go with... Well, this is rough. Okay, I'm going to do my last tweener in my women's division. It is not from WWE AEW. Instead, it is someone who I think could do both and has done both so far. I want Allie Katch.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
I wish.
Katch.
Katch.
Allie. Allie.
Thank you. You know how many times I've done that where I'm pretty sure I spelled like 15 wrong, or I thought that's the first time that somebody's actually.
The announcers for GCW took ResPass out of his GCW experience of watching. He's like, nope, never again. Mm-hmm. So he's not so familiar with Allie Katch. She is really good though.
Yeah, I tried to watch one of the last. Like I was like, oh, everybody's into this, and I couldn't get through the announcing. I just couldn't. Mm-hmm. I even skipped to the main event. Is it Cardona Janela?
Mm-hmm.
And no knock on people who like Janela. I'm not a big fan of Johnny Janela. Like I don't see the interest. I'm not interested in his matches really. But I was like, I'm gonna watch this because I know Cardona is gonna fuck with the crowd, and I just couldn't. I tried to watch it on mute, just to announce it. It's just like. They're just so happy they can curse, and it's obvious, and it's just really bad.
That's like me watching Americans in New Japan.
Yeah,
like CJ Parker.
That's one of the best parts of New Japan are Americans.
Yeah, CJ Parker goes nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Zack Sabre Jr., who's not American, but just calling everybody the C word.
Yeah, the English speakers. I should say the English speakers, native English speakers.
Yeah. Oh. All right, cool. I'm filling out this women's division. And I'm going to go with the tweener for my next pick. I'm going to go Io Shirai.
Ooh, that's a good one.
This one's tricky. And for my next pick, I'm going to go heel. I am going to go Charlotte Flair.
Damn. Okay.
That's another one that I was genuinely like, I didn't even put her on my list because I assumed she would be like one of the first women's divisions to be picked.
Now I'm sitting there with a tweener in the women's, like, and there's too many names at this point. Mm-hmm. That's what it was the same thing. Like I was like, somebody can. I have too many names right now.
No one's been stolen yet, and it's making me itchy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm ready for it. I'm really, really ready for you. day. Because I'm kind of looking at everybody's stuff, and I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a fun day for me.
Oh. Man, my last main event face, and I'm also not going to use all of my well, I already did, never mind. I was looking at the wrong persons. My final main event face is going to be Cesaro.
Okay.
CSRO, I guess now, because that's the trademarks he's filed.
Oh yeah, he did trademark that CSR. Mm-hmm. That's a good way to get around that.
It's been a minute. Sorry, guys.
All right, nice. Yeah.
It's been a lot of women's figures, and again, I can't touch those right now.
The alarm goes off. Yeah, the silent alarm goes off.
I literally think she just walked in. Yup, because lights are turning on and off.
Yo, you touching my shit? No.
No, of course not.
Better fucking not.
That's exactly how she'd say it too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to go with tag team tweener. I guess you want to call it ROH. I'm going Team Tremendous.
Nice. I knew you'd do that.
I don't care. They're back together. They said it was the death. I don't care what care what Dutch said.
We almost went to that.
They're back to Team Tremendous.
So it's Dutch and what's the other guy's name?
Dan
Barry, right?
Barry, yeah.
Yeah.
It was Bill Carr and Dan Barry.
Excuse me.
Probably my favorite tag team I've ever watched live when I had absolutely no idea who they were.
Oh man. So I got back-to-backs. I got some ideas. I'm going to hold off on one tag team. I'm going to finish my face mid-card. From WWE, Finn Balor.
Oh! I really wish you hadn't. Okay.
There we go. Now, we're going to go tweener tag team. There we go. I went to dude, I love that you had the titles on them. That's the best.
I'm really bored a lot at my house. It happens. Or I have OCD, one of the two.
It's a little bit of both. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Column B.
Yeah. You can count them ROH. The reigning, defending ROH World Tag Team Champions, the Briscoes.
I'm impressed that they were this low.
Well, that's a horrible thing, right? Because if this is WWE's roster, it's like, yo, how do you draft them so low? It's like, this is like, well, we're playing chess. I'm trying to make sure stuff doesn't happen.
Yeah, had I not known I was going to take Team Tremendous, I would have taken them as my non-AEW WWE team.
I looked, I was like, damn, I already filled out my WWE AEW tag teams. I was like, fuck.
All right, I don't even care.
Like, thank God it wasn't Friday.
I'm gonna stick with my initial instinct here. Go mid card face from AEW. Orange Cassidy.
Entrance ramps, Mark Lindsay rolling in his grave.
I had to.
It's up there. I didn't even grab it.
In true Orange Cassidy fashion, you're like, eh.
When I told the kids I was doing this, they said I had to take them. So I'm doing it for the kids.
There you go.
I'm not trying to break up a happy home at all, and out of sheer guilt,
it's fine. I didn't want to take them. I'm perfectly happy with you.
Oh no, I don't mean I'm stealing Orange Cassidy. I mean I'm taking someone that would break up Orange Cassidy, because I genuinely, out of pure guilt, cannot steal Finn Balor in good conscience. Even though he was my final mid-card face pick. Carlos has actually gotten a couple of my picks now for this round. But instead, that does open up because I do still have a slot open for AEW. However, I should have told you ahead of time. And really, if I was thinking about it, I absolutely would have bought a cameo to do it. But you're competing against me, so you've been cursed. And my final face mid-card pick is... God, I love that Danhausen.
Yeah, okay. Somewhere in Baltimore, Mecca Brian Johnson is like, why the fuck am I angry right now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, and also I wanted to make sure that you guys didn't catch any heat with your friend. If you would have picked him, then that could have caused some bad blood. So.
See, now if I would have picked him, because I went to opposite school that Mecca did, like rival school in Philly, that I just would have been on the shit list already more so than I already am.
All right, so before I make my final two picks, I'm just gonna run a quick questionnaire. Asa, your mid card's done, right?
Like my mid card is.
Your mid card's done.
The only opening I have is tag team, and it needs to be a heel. It could be from AEW or WWE though.
Got you. All right, cool. Not really worried about that. And then
Carlos,
trying to
pick around everybody's steals.
Carlos, your women's division is cleared up. Like you're good, right?
Yeah.
All right, and then Michael, are you good on women too? Are you completely full?
Tweener, women, WWE, AEW. I still have a spot.
Okay, cool. All right, so for my final two picks, I will institute my steal. And I mean, I'm from the Midwest. My hometown, it's pretty hickish. I feel like I need some country on my roster, so I'm gonna take Mickie James with my steal with pick number 5. Because I also need
first Dark Order now, Mickie James.
No, yeah, he's a hoe.
Oh, show.
And I've saved this pick for last, and that's why I asked Asa, because I know he would steal joy from. I decided that like we have all these great wrestlers, we don't have authority figures, so I decided for my mid card tweener that I needed a GM. And this person's never been a GM before, but I'm willing to give him a chance because he's my favorite wrestler and yours. Make some noise for General Manager X-Pac.
All right, no.
He is wrestling at GCW.
He's an active wrestler in GCW.
He is an active wrestler. I know the rules.
But he's taken a mid-card spot for an authority figure. That should be its own category.
He can wrestle. He is allowed to wrestle.
Kurt Angle wrestled as an authority figure.
Kurt Angle wrestled as an authority figure.
I just don't want him to have a thing after he stole from me twice.
I need you to know that Vince McMahon was the WWF champion while being the authority figure. There is precedent.
And the ECW champion.
And the ECW champion, Asa.
God. Did you say you took Mickie James as a tweener?
I took her as a face.
Okay. I think I typed in tweener because she was a tweener for Asa.
Yeah, I had her as a
I had her as a tweener.
That. You had.
Oh, man. Next episode of Nerdiest.
I swear to God, he forgets I'm going to see him in person sometimes. Like he's so used to doing the shows remotely. He's so like he forgets that I will be able to make physical contact with him, and that I was
gonna be sitting there like
where
I feel
he
like
lives.
a cold chill behind my back.
Now that played out perfectly. I'm happy. Oh, that was beautiful.
You can see like security cam footage of like Dalton's house, and you see like Asa just outside, just like fucking Katie in the fucking.
I can't afford cameras. It'll be a KFVS 12 story.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
I'm good. That's my roster.
So
as of right now.
So the last pick.
Do it.
And goddamn, so my supplemental pick can't be a steal because then he would have to go again.
Right.
Oh, you are just.
I asked the question for a reason. It's because I knew you couldn't do anything. Not only did I steal from you, I tied your ass.
And I don't even want either of your little loser ass tag teams. No one's gonna draft Enzo.
That's the clutch. I was like, no one wants him.
God, oh my god.
It was the long game. It was the long. I was like you, Carlos. I was playing chess.
Well, my final pick can't be stolen because everyone else's tag teams are full, at least for... I mean, you can make the argument, like, if Carlos wanted to steal from me, he could. But I don't think it would make a lot of sense. But my last pick is my last heel tag team, and it's my last AEW pick for a tag team, and it is the Men of the Year. But I want a specific note to be made that I am only drafting Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. Dan Lambert is staying at home.
With that dirty ass belt he has now.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
Fucking boomer ass promos. No.
No.
Bob is such a bitch. Oh my god.
I can't believe it worked.
I mean, it's fine because I have backups. Like, I already know who my pick is gonna be. Like, that is locked in. I have a contingency plan. It's just the fact that you did it, and you did it like that.
There's still too many females on here. Oh man. Well, women, tweener, WWE. Anybody got a 3-sided coin?
Somewhere in this room, I do have a 3-sided dice, but I don't know where it is to where it would make enough sense to be able to go find it.
I'll go Bailey.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Yeah. I know. I sound thrilled.
Only one of the best women's wrestlers ever. Yeah.
All right, Carlos, last pick here.
So I need a face tag team. But technically, I can switch any tag team that has not been stolen to be face, correct, Mike?
Yes, that is how the rules are written.
Wait, hold on. Switch your current tag teams? I'm confused.
No, he means
if someone has a tag team.
If he were to steal from someone,
yeah. You can make them a face, even if they're not a face now.
I mean, they were a face before. And they do have a bloodline. For my final pick, I will be picking FTR's faces. I will be stealing FTR. They will be faces.
That was in the first 12 rounds.
Oh, we can't do the first one. God damn it.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
It's only the,
like,
well, shit. This
is do you want Fashion Police or Enzo and Cass? That's who I got. You can take from.
This doesn't really work out this way.
That's why I was like, he said Bloodline. I was like, wait, and I immediately panicked because I was like, wait, I thought I had them in the first 12.
If you heard paper shuffle,
I definitely forgot.
Hey, it only took the 24th round for somebody to do it, so...
Yeah, you did say it was going to be third, and it was going to be you, and I guaranteed you it was going to be me in the first round, so... I was half right.
I'm counting this as an absolute win. We made it pretty well. Like
Yeah. I can't believe I fucked that up so bad. It's so amazing. That's so good. This is so good. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let me just take a look here real quick, and that fucked me up real bad. Ooh, no, I can't do that. Damn it.
Oh, you were at a WWE AEW anyway.
Oh shit! Damn it! I really
you were
fucked up.
breaking two rules at once.
Yeah,
What the hell?
You think you could just save those 3 from the main event and just use them wherever you want?
That's fair. Oh, you know what? I gotta go. And here we go. Tag team face Impact the Kingdom.
Ooh,
Matt
OGK.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Mike Bennett was pretty high on my list of like the.
I thought about singles and I was like, no, they're better. And no offense to them, I was like, I really like them as a tag team.
Bennett was up there for my he was going to be my like star of the mid card division.
Yeah.
And or like I also kind of thought like depending on how many people get stolen and or picked, like he would have been in the main event too. But
so I got to go to a ROH show back in the day. It was Worlds Collide with New Japan. And the main event was Adam Cole, Matt Taven, and Mike Bennett, the Kingdom, versus AJ Styles, who had the IWGP heavyweight title, and the Young Bucks, who were the junior heavyweight title holders at the time in the main event.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a great. You can find it on ROH's like YouTube. It's a really good match. Shout out to Maria Kanellis because she took 3 super kicks at one time. I was like, you know what? That lady deserves a rest tonight. She put in the work. Also, one of the matches was like Kyle O'Reilly. I'm right. Jushin Liger, Shinsuke Nakamura. I think Jay Briscoe as like for the TV title.
Well, yeah. So, I'm just gonna run down some names real quick, just because I find it funny that some of these people were not picked.
Well, real quick before you do, I'm gonna do my supplemental.
Oh yeah, that's right. Duh.
Oh,
I
supplemental pick.
forgot there was a steal. Like somebody waited to the end to steal. That's right.
Fucking
Sorry
Dalton
about
putting
that.
the D in big D. No, I'm. So now it's a coin flip between who I want out of these two. But I am going to go with Athena.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's solid.
That's a really good one.
See, you should be happy I gave you
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, now that
I'd
was
be happy
technically
you
the
live.
last pick, just run down a few names here that I had written down. Nobody took CM Punk, Bobby Lashley, Braun Breaker. I don't know why I was expecting that. Shinsuke.
Yeah, I gotta keep talking about him every week.
Yeah.
I like this kid.
Shinsuke, EC3. I mean, I don't know why anybody didn't take EC3. There is Tanahashi, Nick Aldis, El Idolo, Keith Lee, Dolph Ziggler, Matt Riddle. Let me jump past some of these names here. Kenta.
On my
Fatu, who I was like dead set on getting until all these people dropped. Will Ospreay. There's another.
I thought about him. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I thought about him because I was like, oh, but you know what? Let me get Zack Sabre because he just won the cup.
Yeah, the main event that I have looking at still openings was Rich Swann, Bandito, Jeff Cobb, Eric Young was kind of like he was one that I was pretty confident like I was going to be the only one, but I also think Eric Young is one of the most underrated wrestlers ever.
He really is actually. No
one picked Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Brock's actually he's so high on my thing that I scrolled down and didn't even see him.
And then Alex Hammerstone was part of that list, and then I also had Calvin Tankman. Like as a I'm gonna pull this because I don't think other people are gonna pull that. So
Gorillas of Destiny. I'm just looking at the different.
They were actually number 1 on my heels tag team list.
That's when I took the Good Brothers. I was like, oh crap, like because I probably would have preferred to went with Gorillas of Destiny. I don't know. I just seen the Good Brothers and went there. I had Killer Elite Squad down there as a possibility.
Oh yeah,
I love that team. With Archer and Harry Smith, Davey, whatever you want to call him. And then obviously like there's Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss. I mean, I love Shayna Baszler, so I had her high on my list.
I love Alexa too. That was one that was on my list, and I was thinking about it.
It was between Sasha, Bayley, and Alexa that I said I need a 3-sided coin because I just. But
the fact that I ended up with Becky and Bianca Belair, like, I'm counting that as an absolute win. Lita was a substitution because I was going to do Ruby Soho as well. I honestly was thinking Mickie James was going to get stolen just because Dalton doesn't like women, in the sense that he doesn't respect them. That's not a joke. He's just a piece of shit. So I knew he wouldn't be able to think of really great unsigned women's wrestlers. So I knew Mickie James was a risk.
Right.
But that's why I knew Athena. The one that I was debating against Athena was Toni Storm.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even have her on my list. I forgot.
But yeah, I have Jade Cargill, I have Becky Lynch, and I have Bianca Belair, so that's stacked. But who I thought I was going to lose one of my WWE AEW picks. So I actually went with Bianca Belair as a last-minute substitution, assuming she was going to get stolen, and then I was going to sneak in Mandy Rose. Because I think... That's someone who's been putting in a lot of really great work recently, may not be at the top of everyone's list because the women's divisions in both at WWE and AEW and even Impact are just friggin' stacked.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So I know, Carlos, you said about me running down this list, but I'm not going to.
No, that's fair. It's a long
Everybody can
list.
see it. They could see it. We will have it posted. If you're watching, you can see it all right.
I was gonna say you could take a screenshot and then post it to the Twitter.
Yeah,
that
just
works.
The final results.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it until after
have
the second
my,
episode goes up. But.
Right.
I'll have my roster pick up in a day. No, I'll probably have it up tonight. It's just gonna take me a while.
No, take the picture tonight, but don't put it up until after the episodes have posted.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You know we should do part 1, right? Yeah. We'll let you know when part 1 goes out.
Yeah.
You do your part 1 roster.
My guess is it'll be
then part 2
Wednesday morning. My guess, because I'm off tonight, so I'm more likely.
You should actually get some sleep for once. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm more likely to do it overnight at work. So you didn't hear that. We're still technically recording.
And live.
So on that note, thanks for joining us, guys. It was awesome.
I was gonna say, why do you guys plug your stuff?
Yeah. For
so we are the nerdiest part of the ring. You can find us on social podcast services everywhere. If you look us up on one and we're not there, let us know and we will try to get that taken care of. You can follow the show on Twitter at Nerdiest Part. You can follow myself on Twitter. I am at the 5-Star Man, and that is with the number 5. Dalton is at PZ85 Dalton Anthony, and then I never get that wrong, and now that's twice in a row. PZ85 D Anthony. I wouldn't bother following him because he sucks. And then I stream occasionally on Twitch. You can find me there as well at the 5-Star Man, again with the number 5, just like my Twitter handle. But yeah, we do a weekly wrestling news review preview show, very similar to what the fine gentlemen here do at Apron Work. But we also kind of focus. We also do dedicated segments where we'll talk about action figure news in wrestling, video game news, stuff like that. We preview local shows. Obviously, this week, by the time this goes up, we'll be recording Thursday night. We record Thursday nights. Episodes go up Thursday night. And of course, we're doing a big WrestleMania preview for this weekend's WrestleMania.
Right. Nice. That's awesome.
Well, there you have it. We probably should have done that for the first part too. Just think about that.
So you have to listen to both parts.
Yeah. Well, yeah, unless they don't, and then they didn't hear any of this. So, on that note, we will see you when we see you.